Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome. It is I, Trooper SJP, and thank you for joining me as I play through Sundial Games' 2026 quest calendar, The Souls of Saraku, in which I play a villain, Shade Murdstone, who is a shadow elf bone caller, which is sort of like a rogue necromancer, I guess. And it's a 365-day RPG, and I'm playing through this a day at a time. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me this day, which is Monday, February the 16th, 2026, also known as Moon's Day, Snow's End 16. So, when last we left our protagonist, Shade, he had escaped the Dark Citadel as the armies of the Heroes of the Light showed up to attack the evil overlord, who did actually die, but Shade has escaped. The tower collapsed, and now we're in a space where we're leaving, I guess. We're on the run. I don't know. I've changed my color back to purple because I think we're going to be in creepy forests. That was the vibe I got from our map, so I thought this would be useful. So, let us begin, if you do not mind. With the falling of the Overlord, and in the cover of the chaos that followed, you recognize the need to seek safety before the hordes of the Army of the Light regroup. You head out, away from home. Oh, this is like, Fievel. This is just like a cute, adorable, bone caller goes on a journey, like a hero's journey, a villain's journey. Anyhow, we head out away from home. You might run into other refugees or find help from another power that dwells in the west. There's a map. I'm going to try to have our map show up on this side this time. We shall see. But the map. Silkrend, Bloodmire, the Dark Citadel. Interesting. We'll see where we show up. Waiting until nightfall means you will be safer from being discovered by the Army of the Light, but you will have less visibility, which could prove treacherous. Going during the day will make it easier for you to be seen by the enemy, but you will be safe from the more dangerous wildlife that comes out at night. Ooh, okay, well, it seems like we're going to have to make some choices. And as it turns out, we do have to make some choices. We choose either A, journey in the daylight, or B, go at nightfall. Well, let's see. As it turns out that both of these are the same roll. So they're both a D20 wisdom check with a bonus for survival. So we just have to decide daylight or nighttime. So obviously, I think we have to travel at night. Why? Because we are Shade Murdstone, the shadow elf. We're clearly a travel at night kind of person. We like the dark because it's full of zombies, and we like zombies. They're fun. So we're going to go at nightfall. This is probably a bad idea, but again, let's see how this goes. We roll a 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. That's for my wisdom. Plus 2 for the survivalist is a 9. And the cutoff is 15, and there's no way I can get to a 15. So we're going to have to do if the result is 14 or less. The road is more dangerous than you anticipated. Your trip takes longer than it should have as you become lost at night. You must consume 3 meal rations. If you do not have enough, reduce your health by 1 for each meal ration you do not have. And I've got 5 meal rations, and I'm going to just reduce them by 3. Not great, but it is what it is. So, okay, then we go to B2. In the dark, a shadowy figure, leaning on a staff for support, walks towards you. He seems frail and old. and his movements appear non-threatening. That is so threatening. That is really threatening. This is how it works, right? This is probably some sort of trickster god or something like this who's going to murder me. These are my feelings. It is difficult to tell whether he's a friend or a foe. However, in a moment of surprise, I'm not surprised. He thrusts his staff towards me, and the crystal atop it glows. I need to roll a d20 for defense. And I could get my danger sense, which I do not have. I roll a 5. Okay, I roll a 5. My defense is 3, which makes that an 8. But I do have defense surge. Use 1 surge to add a d4 to a single defense roll. So I'm going to do that because I don't particularly want to die. So I'm at an 8, and I'm going to use one of my surges to add a d4. That's a 3, which makes that an 11, which is the breakpoint. If the result is 11 or more, you brace yourself against the wave of magical energy that he flings at you. The old man gasps and runs off in fear after dropping his staff. The crystal atop it appears valuable. Gain 3 gold. I don't mind if I do. I will 100% gain 3 gold, which is right here, bringing me to 25 gold. I'm okay with that. Who was that old man? Was it like Athena in disguise? I don't know. You find your way to the edge of the Bloodmire Swamp, a safe refuge to hide in. The trek through it will promise its own challenges. You steel yourself and head in. And that is the end of today's adventure. Short but sweet. So thank you for joining me. If you like this, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will continue on. I'm going to try to put these videos in the evening. I was having them post at noon Eastern, but I think I'll try to have them post at like 5 or 6 Eastern. That's what I'm thinking. So like after work. Anyhow, thank you for joining me. I don't know what will happen next, but whatever it is, I hope it's not bad. It will probably be. You know what? No, I think it's fine. Bloodmire Swamp. I'm a bone caller. I'm sure it'll be like just like being at home, I guess. Whew. Bye.